always with you. With you.
I'm coming. Wait for me. Wait for me. I think I will leave the intro a little bit again, and then I'll start suddenly without letting it finish. So just be patient. I'm finishing some stuff here. Okay, here I am. We're suddenly starting. 3, 2, 1. Sorry for this stop here. Sudden stop. But okay, hello. I was a little bit late because consider, guys, I always put in loop the intro, the opening. We can call it like that for 2 times, and then I start usually. So around a waiting time of around 6, 8 minutes, indeed, not more. But yeah, this time I was late. So, okay, never mind. Hi, hello, how are you guys? Hello, Lily, hello, Alec, hello, Wings, hello, Phil, hello, Cornito. Hope you're fine. How was your weekend? I know that it's a long way to go now, but we are on Tuesday, so it's okay to ask. And it's my first stream of this week, so it's fine to ask. I hope you're alright. For me, it was fine. Hello, Daniel. Hello. How are you? I hope you're fine. It's a pleasure to see you here. YouTube people and Twitch people. I should underline that. I have a hello to you too. Hello. Wait, because I think the strap of my chest is a little bit too tight, and I don't know because this is the minimum. How can I make it less interesting? How can I make it less? Maybe though, I have a solution. Maybe. No, I don't think it will change. I'm recalibrating myself by mistake because I'm pressing the tracker. So, sorry. You'll see really bad stuff happening. Sorry for that. Okay, wait a second. Let's see. Maybe it's better like this. I just need a little part to be attached, actually. Maybe like this. Okay, better. But I need to calibrate again myself because of this. Wait a second. I don't want to... What's happened to my chest? Okay. I don't want to hurt myself like it happened the last time with the straps. So, yeah, of the trackers. That's what I'm speaking about. So, yeah. I got sick over the weekend. No, I'm so sad about that. You didn't mention that on Discord. Or did you? I don't remember that. I don't know if you speak about that, but okay. Hello, mine was good. Me with friends in Florence. Ooh, okay, you went out. Is good to say that. I enjoyed our intellectual chat last time. It was really interesting. Yeah, why not? It was really interesting. By the way, in my case, I went outside to attend the celebration of turning on the lights of the Christmas trees in Onse. If that makes sense, because it seems there is a celebration behind it. I think there is one also in Milan where I lived until last February, but I didn't know it was a big event until now. So when I went there, I say, okay, they are turning on the lights today. I know it's really early. I know it's early, but it seems Denmark loves Christmas, so they wanted to start it in advance. I don't know what to say about that, but okay. I'm actually happy about it because I love Christmas vibes, so I am happy to see all the lights around. But I can get that it's really early for some of you, especially in Italy, because for example, when I lived in Milan, I was used to turn on the lights of the Christmas tree and decorate this Christmas tree on 7th of December, that it's related to the patron of our city. That's Sant'Ambrogio, and that's a specific day where you have to build the Christmas tree, basically. I know that a lot of people start in December, at the start of December, so like the 1st, the 2nd of December. But yeah, in my case, I'm used to make it on the 7th of December. In this case, at the middle of November, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm happy about it. And actually, I've started to see Christmas decoration in Onse right after Halloween, like the next day, so the 1st November. I'm happy about it. Actually, I don't mind it. Also because consider that Halloween decoration were already there in September, so who I am to judge this? And I actually like the vibes related to festivities, so I don't mind it. And we went there. We didn't expect to be such a big event for Danish people, for Danes. It was so crowded, the plaza. The plaza of the Christmas tree was so fucking crowded, guys, full of people. And I was with Yuna and my husband. When we realized that it was so full of people, it was too late because we were near the Christmas tree to take the picture as soon as it was about to turn on in some moments, you know. Then we turn over, we turn behind, we look at people behind us. We didn't expect to be so many. We realized it that when we were about to go away, because it was so hard to sneak in the crowd to go away. It was so fucking hard, but okay. I was like, okay, I think we made a big mistake. We were obliged, guys, to take up Yuna. So we had to hug her, basically, to leave her the place, because otherwise it would be a stampede for her. It was impressive. I didn't imagine something like that, but now I know it, and I will avoid that with all my heart next year. I will go to visit the Christmas light for the first time when they will be turned on automatically the following day. I don't care, not during the celebration, though. It was nice. But I didn't expect it to be such a big event for Danish people. I was like, okay, next time I think I will go after the day after their celebration. But okay. And also got some dopamine from buying stuff for my 3D printer. Oh, do you have a 3D printer? That sounds amazing. I don't know how they work, but they seem amazing. Can I ask you a thing, since I'm curious? Is it true, Cornetto, that they are dangerous if they are not in a specific room because of toxic, I don't know, air they can create? I'm not sure how to underline that because I don't know even in Italian how to define it. So, but is that true that you have to set a particular room for a 3D printer, otherwise it risks to be toxic because of the smoke it generates or something like that? I don't know how to. I don't know in myself in the first place, so I don't know even how to describe this. But is that true? Because I've always avoided to buy something like that because of this. I don't have a room to use for this kind of stuff. So I say, okay, I think it will be something for the really late future, and that's it. I didn't mention it, but I've been coughing like Arthur Morgan from Red Dead Redemption. No, the protagonist. So I think I've cooked it. No, I'm so sorry. It's because probably the temperature shift. Maybe it was sudden for you in the place where you live, Minnesota, right? It was maybe immediate, and that's the reason why. Because when the temperature shift is fucking high, this is what risks to happen. Luckily for me, I am fine, but I think it also depends by the fact that I work from home and I only go out to buy groceries and take out Yuna, so for the pee and poop stuff, basically. And apart from that, I only go out for a walk, for a really long walk during the weekend. So probably the thing that I'm not so near ill people all the day because of transport, because of work, etc. Maybe it's a big thing for me. I think I'm not getting healed for a really long time, and the problem I'm getting lately instead is that I'm having a lot of little problems all around in my body that it's not related to fever, cough, or stuff, something like that, but they are really annoying. Something like itchy eyes because I don't know, maybe they are inflamed because of the monitor. It's happening a lot to me, and also because of dry hair, for example, or I don't know, dryness of the skin, always related to the Danish weather, of course, and stuff like that every time, and it's annoying. It's fucking. Maybe I prefer to have a fever compared to this. After a while, it can be really annoying, but I don't envy you. So, never too early celebrate until spring comes around. Okay, that's fine. That's fair enough. I think I'm used in the same way to take the Christmas tree until the 7th, so 1 month after, at the 7th of January, because in Italian we say la Befana tutte le feste porta via. That means when the Befana comes, she will take away all the celebration, all the festivities, and that's a sign for us the end of Christmas and New Year celebration. So on the 7th of January, and we are used to that because it's an Italian tradition. I think the Befana is not only an Italian thing. I'm pretty sure about that. But consider a witch that comes to children houses to give candies or coils, right? And it depends if you are good or not. It's like basically Santa Claus, but with a witch, a good witch, not a bad one. So it works like that, and she comes with a broom and wander around the city with a broom, coming to the house and giving you treats or treats. Basically, it's similar to Halloween, but in a cute way. Yuna face when you had to order. Yeah, actually, yes, but consider Theo, and you should know that she hates cuddles. So whatever it happened that involves hugs, pets, whatever, she doesn't like it. She was going in the middle of crowd with everyone looking at her because, you know, a little wolf-shaped dog that was between your arms was like, oh, so cute. Everyone was speaking about you when we were in the middle of the crowd. And they're like, oh, the wolf is afraid of the crowd, so she's between her arms. No, it's because you risk to step on her in that case, but okay, kiddo, don't worry, it's fine. And Yuna's face was like, why everyone is looking at me? I don't like this situation. Leave me alone. Put me on the ground, please. No, because you risk to be stepped on. I don't want that. We don't want that. So, hello, Haruka. Hello. Welcome. Hello, Gabbiano. You too. I just saw you. Yeah, I can relate to you. She was completely like that. I was like, can I come? Can I be put on the ground again, please? She was like that all the time. And it happens every time we are in the middle of crowd and we have her with us. It's not that easy also because she's kind of heavy, you know, it's a 15 kilos of dogs. It seems light, but after a while it's not that light, especially if you have to take her up for more than 1 minute. But apart from that, and consider we also had a jacket, it was not... freezing outside, but you know, we were in the middle of a crowd, so everyone was breathing at us in a really hot way, we can say that. So it was not convenient in all senses. Okay, let me see. Where do you do your stream from? I picture you in a studio at home, quite possibly. Where do I stream? If you are asking this, I stream from my office at home. My office is inside my house. We have a house of 3 rooms. I know that you consider the number of rooms differently depending on the country where you live, but if I have to speak about the general room, we have 3 rooms, not included the bathroom. So, and with a little corridor, is it called like that, where we connect each room, we can say. One of these is on the office, the other one is the bedroom, and the other one again is the living room. So with the kitchen not completely inside of it, it's weird to explain, but it's like a corridor with a kitchen in it, and then there is the living room basically. One of these rooms is for the office because both me and my husband work from home. So we needed a space where we can both play video games because, of course, there are our computers here. So we use that. We use the office a lot also for our free time, but we need a space where we were able to work fluently without going from a room to another and moving everything every time, basically. So we decided to decorate a room just for working reasons, and I'm streaming from here. The problem is, since sometimes my husband has meeting calls, and since I have to stream sometimes, not every day, but sometimes, especially during the morning, because this is my schedule, my schedule work, sometimes we can't be in the office at the same time. For example, right now, my husband was near me a few moments ago. He had to go away. because he has a meeting call, and of course he can't do that with me yapping with you all the time. So I basically banished him for 30 minutes or whatever the meeting call will be long, and he will stay in the living room with the laptop, so not the computer, with the laptop and in the living room until he's finished, and he will come back and say, hi, here I am. That's why from time to time you hear me saying, hi, was everything right? Yeah, because he had a meeting call, basically. That's the reason why he disappeared for the majority of time, because yeah, consider, I'm pretty sure we spent the 70% of our house life in the office, probably, because you know we are both gamers, we both work with computers, and we go to the living room just when we have to eat, and to the bedroom just when we have to sleep. We don't use it as a relaxing place. We prefer to use the living room in case. So we are really used to stay here and work together. We are really used to that, and that's amazing, I should say. If you have a good relationship with your partner, it's so convenient to live together and be in constant contact all the day long. We are not, so let's speak about this, because it's a theme I really care about. But if you have a good relationship, I know that despite this, a lot of people tend to love some moments for themselves without the partner, and that's completely fine. But they say that it's required the partner not being at home. You can have time for yourself even if the partner is at home with you. It depends how is the relationship with your partner, I guess, because why you should feel afraid or why you should feel uncomfortable if your partner is with you 24 hours with. It doesn't make any sense, because you know I spend a lot of time alone during the day, even if he's next to me, for example, even if he's right next to me or behind me in this case. I spend my time without speaking with him, or I just disturb him from time to time, and then I will jump on my desk again saying, okay, now it's time to work, it's time to do my stuff, because it happens, okay? And I don't get why people sometimes need to stay alone if they have a good relationship with their partner, because I get that maybe you want to be completely alone physically, but you can just go out and take a walk, I don't know, something like that. For me it's weird, because I know, for example, that during COVID a lot of relationships basically were broken because the partners were obliged to stay at home for 24 hours with no possibility to go out and stuff like that. But maybe it's not a problem related to that only, but also because there are some problems in the relationship themselves at first. So I was like, it's not a deal for me. I would be happy because I will not obliged to go out and meeting bad people because I don't like maybe the environment of work. It always happen. When I worked at the clinic, I didn't like my colleagues. So I was happy actually to stay at home from time to time. What I missed was to go outside when it was my free time. And that's of course the problem. But not because I was stuck inside the house with my partner. What's the problem with that? We get along pretty well. I was stressed for being stuck at home, but not with my partner. I don't know if that makes sense. It's a topic I really care about because whenever I speak to some of my friends, not all of them, of course, but whenever I speak to some of friends, they say, "Oh no, I wouldn't stand that. Why? What's the? You choose to live with that person, so what's the deal?" Exactly. Sorry, I had to express my opinion about this. Please let me know what you think about this because I'm curious. And now I'll read. Just give me the time to reach the point, and I'll read everything. Now, Yuna got this. You just have to start triple wiring people. Yeah. Yeah, of course. She's always like that, always. You think it's the first primitive dog that doesn't love cuddles from the owners. But okay, I accept you as you are. You are here, no, I can't even say that to you directly, but okay. Today we travel to work away. I will enjoy the live, but without the audio, it's fine. You just look at my expression, so you can get what I'm about to say. I can get, but anyway, I'm looking here when I'm looking straight. So, wait a I hate this calibration. This is related to the Vinian program, so VTubing program, not to trackers. So, okay, maybe. Okay, now it's at least it's better. I was looking completely this way before. Okay, Papa, for the one using resin, yes, you have to dedicate a specific room for resin. So it's a thing related to the material you're using, well ventilated to work with. The one I have is the classic filament 3D printer that I've ever. Okay, depends. By the material, the filament one, I think it's the one that makes string, and you create a model depending on strings. I don't know the difference in quality between resin and these kind of filaments, so I guess they are fine. But yeah, okay, nice to know, because I was really interested, consider I also sculpt. I was really interested in this, so thanks for that. But I guess that resin maybe is better, despite being toxic. So that's why I don't want the resin. I don't have the space. I know it's a problem. Indeed, you should have a dedicated room just for that, where you open the window and leave it to be there, basically, to work there alone, without you in the room. And I know it can be inconvenient because you need an extra room just for that. So it's not that easy, or except if you have a garden. But I don't think a garden is suitable in the same way. So, and I don't know if it's an environmental problem too. I don't know. I'm not informed about this kind of stuff. I just see how a friend makes a 3D sculpt, because I know that it's called a 3D sculpt. It's just that maybe. I have a friend that's sculpted a lot of figures based on Disney character or your character too. It was made. She made a one related to Tenaga. A old friend of mine, actually, and it's really good. If you want, I can check out it's called exactly, because she made a really cool sculpt, and she printed them divinely, I should say. Wait a second, because I'm searching this sculpt. No, I don't remember the name. It's a bit 3D sculptor or some sculpture. Oh, please find the people I follow, not the strangers. Art print, 3D print. I don't. Whenever I see her, because she usually public stories about what she's printing. As soon as I see her, I will share it on Instagram stories, so you know that I was speaking about her. So you know I was speaking about her. Let me read, but I thought the snow was already Christmas decoration. That makes sense. That's a good point, but it depends where you live, because, for example, in Australia it doesn't snow. So it really depends on that. It really depends. And I'm not sure if it will ever happen to snow here. Not that it's not snowy, but because when it snows, it instantly melt, because it's not that thick snow, you know. It's really small snowdrops, basically. They are really tiny and easy to melt. So I'm not sure if I will see it completely. It depends if it risks to rain a lot, and it will turn to snow, so that makes sense. But if it's just a light rain, I don't think we'll ever see a amount of snow on the ground. So I don't know. It supports you coming on stream with us a few times each week, and no, not directly, because it's not involved in my live stream directly. It is not interested at all in this kind of stuff, except me hearing speaking about it, of course, you know, listening to me speaking about it. He's not interested in content creation. He hates that, because if you want the short answer, he hates people. So he's not interested to speak with people, but he's not social at all, speaking about that. But from time to time, he likes to jump in, saying bad puns, disturbing me in a funny way, and go away. In that case, it's fine. Even interacting with you in this way, it's fine. But he's not he doesn't even have a social account that's public. For example, he has an Instagram, but with no picture inside anything, because he's not really interested in this kind of stuff. He only uses Instagram for memes, for information stuff, you know, about the world, like a newspaper, basically. And that's it. He's not really interested in this kind of stuff, or for following other content creators, of course, but he's not one that likes to share pictures, to post stuff about his life. He's really introvert about this kind of stuff. So No, it's not completely, he's not completely a social person at all, at all. I completely agree with you. Me and Elda do the same thing, just for the fact that now I work, we have time alone, but we can live 24 hours together and have no problem at all. Thank you for saying that. I was pretty sure you would agree with me because you seem the same. But trust me, there are more people than you imagine that think that staying with the partner every time can be toxic, and that's wrong, because it shouldn't work like that. You decided to live with that person all your life because you're fine with it, right? You're fine with that person. So what's the problem of being with its presence at home constantly? I'd agree with you in that sound nice. Not the stress, but being with your partner. I'd love one day to have a partner I could do that with, especially playing a lot of Magic and the Gathering. That would be a big thing. And speaking about passion, I think it's my opinion. You can disagree with me, and you can have different experience. And if you have them, please share, because I wanted to discuss about this. Consider, I think though, if you, for example, we are a couple that loves both video games, okay, we are really bonded with video games since our childhood, so for us it's really important to spend our time together or not, it's not important, but it's really important for us to play video games during our free time. It's not an obsession, but it's a hobby we really enjoy, like a lot of you probably that can understand me, right? And if I had a partner that doesn't love a video game and was not interested at all in them, I don't know if I would get along with that partner all the time. Not because I know a couple of some friends I'm really attached to. For example, there is this girl that she's not interested in video games, but she likes not speaking about them because she's not informed, of course, but she likes speaking about it with the partner. She's involved. She loves to see the partner involved in this, so she's interested in his passion in this case, okay? And she likes looking at him playing video games, because for her it's something like a TV show. It's like a movie or something like that. It depends by the game, of course. But if it's something like The Last of Us, I don't know, Death Stranding or something like that, I think this can work. But at least she's involved in some way. She's trying to be involved, even if she's not interested in the first place playing video games. But I know that there are some couples that I have a friend like that, for example, too, that maybe he loves video games, but she's not interested at all, but she's not even trying to appreciate this part of him, not in a bad way, because she's not saying you shouldn't play them. She's not saying that, but they don't spend the time together playing it, or even try being involved about this. Sometimes I don't know how this kind of a relationship can work, especially if this is a big passion for you. Because, for example, I can't imagine myself being with someone who doesn't like video game at the same time. For females, it's probably easier, because it's more common to see males that loves video game compared to the opposite. A lot of females that like video game exist, and now you know that, but in the past it was not like that. It was something that you should be afraid of, especially if you are a female, because you risk to be tagged as a e-girl or as a weird girl that, oh my, you're a girl that loves video game. You know what I was speaking about, okay? So it was okay. Is it more risky to be considered a sort of e-girl, or actual a player, or be considered a female that plays video game, you're bad probably, and something? It was that the stereotype at our time, so it was something like that. And yeah, I don't know, I can't, if you have experiences or opinions about that, please share, because I would love to discuss about this. But for what I do daily, for example, I don't know if I would be happy to stay with a person who is not involved, interested, or likes video game at all, because I don't know what to do with them all the time. Because, for example, for the majority of time, I also play video games, co-op video games with my husband, okay? I play them for the majority of time, And not always, because for example I prefer single player games, he prefer MOBA and stuff like that. We don't coincide, even if we have the same passion, it doesn't coincide every time, and it's normal because there are a lot of genres. How can I pronounce it? By the way, there are a lot of kind of video games, different kind ones. So it's normal because there is a huge variety. For example, I also like cozy farming game, simulator games. He loves more, for example, Souls-like game. And that's fine. I'm not involved in this kind of stuff. For example, concrete example, right now I'm spending more time exploring in Where Winds Meet compared to my husband that is searching for bosses instead, because I'm more chill. I want to explore, enjoy the environment, the story. No, he wants to fight, so that's completely fine. Okay, at least though we both like video games, and sometimes we can play together. I hate Souls. I'm already facing some problem in Where We Meet, especially because of one fucking boss with wolves. If you admit that you know what I'm speaking about. And I was like, oh my, I need really help with this one. I can't stand it. I can't stand doing the same boss multiple times, more than probably 5 times, because it's not a skill issue. It's a matter that it's difficult and that's it. But okay, so if you want to express your opinion about it, I would love that. Yeah, there's a passionate here about magic. Razor, meet Halek and speak about magic. Imagine you being dolls right now. Now speak. Now speak between each other, because I think you are both pretty passionate about it. Julie, hello. So sorry, I just saw you. Hello. A personal streamer. Haha, a personal streamer, really, exactly. I had once a long distance relationship, not that distant actually, because I lived in North Italy, he lived in the middle of Italy, so it was like 4 hours of trip to visit each other. Not that big for some of you, but it was a big thing for an Italian guy basically, and especially teenager, because I was a teenager at that time. I had a long distance relationship based on my experience, personal experience. I can understand them because I was involved in the first place, but I don't know if I would ever recommend them again. I was a teenager though at the time, so I don't know how I would face something like that now. When I was a teenager, probably it was even more difficult because I had school, he had school, and it was really tricky to meet each other because you can't just miss school days to meet each other. You had to take advantage of festivities and stuff like that. Okay, and we live in a long distance indeed. It seems not so much, but for an Italian it is. And so let's say it's fine because you know how the other thinks. You create a deep bond, speaking about knowing the behavior of the partner, how he thinks, how he do stuff like that. And when you meet him, in my case, I didn't discover something fishy or bad, because even in real life, were doing what we were thinking about, going out, going to the cinema, even speaking about hobbies, we were okay speaking about that. But I don't know, it's probably more difficult because when I was a teenager, I had a lot of issues in understanding the messages sometimes, the tone of the messages, because I didn't get if he was angry, if he was not. Emojis helped a lot sometimes with communication, but we risked to quarrel a lot because we couldn't understand the tone, we couldn't understand the attitude of that particular message. Maybe it was something said in a angry way, maybe not. So I don't know, they are difficult. If you are not planning to meet each other and live together after some time, I don't think if they can work. And if you never, because you know, at some point the life should coincide with the other one, right? Otherwise it will always be a long distance relationship. And it's fine if you accept it, but the goal should be to meet each other and live together at some point, you know, with some trials, we can say, at the beginning, because you need to discover how the person lives, if it's compatible with your daily lifestyle. It's more difficult doing this in a long distance relationship compared to a real life we can call the relationship. It can work, in my opinion, but it's hard because there are a lot of misunderstandings. But I'm saying it with the perspective I was a teenager. So maybe now I'm more mature, I would face it in a different way. But right now, if I can choose, I would prefer to meet someone in my home place instead of preferring a distant relationship. Because there are a lot of cons. Right now, I have other goals for my life. So I don't know if I would have love to have also the duty to face a long distance relationship and all the consequences and pros too, of course. But I think the cons are more than the pros right now. Maybe when I was a teenager, I was fairy tale moments or stuff like that, and it was easier in that way because of my kid imagination, we can say, okay. But I don't know. I wouldn't do the same. Let me know what you think if you want about it. We can discuss about it. At Boys Men like that, I would say I'm bad at gaming because I'm a girl. What's your excuse? Exactly. It was every time when I was when I played video games and I was just a girl, so a child basically. Sometimes I was considered it said maschiaccio in Italian, and it means a girl with male features that behave like a male, basically. I don't know if exists a word like that in English too, but it was considered basically the tomboy girl in some way, not in appearance but in behavior, basically, just because I was playing video game and I liked the anime like Dragon Ball and stuff like that. It was a really big issue at the time for girls, especially for millennials probably, because we were considered like legendary Pokemon or something like that. Speaking about Pokemon, we're all a girl that loves video game, but you probably suck at that. It's not true because it was the contrary for the majority of time. But unfortunately for our time, it was that. Or you were considered an e-girl or basically tomboy girl, just because you like video games. It worked like that. Hello. What I was speaking about? Hello. Okay. And the filament brilliant one work by slicing the 3D model into the slices and then create a path that the user will... I saw a lot of them. So when I scroll reels on Instagram, I usually see 3D printers working on particular stuff. I think I see for the majority this kind of printers compared to the resin one. So I guess, no, they don't seem bad actually. So what's the purpose of buying the resin one at this point? What's the pro of buying the resin one compared to the filament one? Because it seems quite fine. I'm pretty sure they are developing new technologies to allow this kind of printer to work more and more efficiently and with good quality, right? But okay, what's the purpose? So concrete 3D resin printing work based slice in the body, yes, but it works differently. It's just work differently, but what's the difference? Why you should buy the resin one compared to the filament one? I'm asking. If you don't want, I'll search by myself because now I'm curious. I know the difference at least, but okay, interesting. But I think that at this point the filament one is more convenient in multiple ways. But I'm not sure. I'm speaking in ignorance, so I don't know. I don't know. Hello, Santino. Hello. The best way I can put it is it didn't feel like a relationship, but more a person I just did the things with. I have no clue if it because of different interests or something yet, but that was what I got. That can work. That can work if you manage to do stuff together that are not only stuck to the other interests, though, I would say. And it's fine, of course. For me, video games are not the most important thing, but it's an important thing for my daily routine. So if I have a partner that doesn't like them, it would be not problematic but weird for me, because I'm pretty sure that at some point there will be comments like, you're always stuck on your computer playing video games, and that's something that doesn't happen, for example, with another video gamer, basically. So I don't know. Just oh, I'm so happy for you, Feo. I want to see them. Will you do the unboxing live stream? Can you shout yourself, Julie? Shout to Feo, please. Shout Feo. Someone in the mods crew, please shout Feo. And actually, even Julie Carbon should be shouted. But okay, can you shout each other? The first one who will do that will win. Can you shout each other, please? Because you're both streamer, you know. Of course I will do they already did. Okay, never mind. non... Aspetta, fammi pensare. My husband is asking me if I gave the pill for epilepsy to you, no? No, 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 no. No, però l'avrei segnato. Aspetta, guarda il telefono, aspetta. È importante perché se no le diamo doppia dose di pastiglia, aspetta, e non va bene, è una stupefacente, quindi aspetta. No, non l'ho tolto, quindi no, no, vai, se no sicuramente l'avrei tolto, vai. Dagliela, dagliela. No, because you know, guys, that Yuna suffer of epilepsy, and because of that, she needs to get a pill every morning and every night before going to sleep, basically. Okay, and right after she awake, and sometimes we forget about it. But the problem is, if we also forget if we gave it to her or not, that's a problem because we risk to give 2 doses of oh my how it is stupefacente in English. Wait a second. A really powerful medicine, we can say, that can be problematic.
Sei sicura? Perché qua ce n'è solo metà.
E se no non gliela diamo. In questi casi, when we forget if we gave it to her or not, we just avoid the dose. And that's it, because it's better in this case to avoid the dose instead of giving double of it, because it's a stupefacente. Now let's see. Stupefacente in inglese. Not amazing, of course. Medicina. Okay, wait a sec. Not amazing medicine. Thank you, translator. Of course, I'm not speaking about this. Okay, wait a second. It's a narcotic. I don't think it can be considered a drug. A drug.
Yep.
A drug. It sounds so bad because it seems something else, but I'm speaking about medicine that are useful for epilepsy, not real drugs. I'm speaking about, it sounds so bad in English, but okay, sounds really bad. In Italian there is a different word to speak about that, but okay. By the way, I'm speaking about medicine, Twitch, not about real drugs, okay? By the way, she needs to take this pill every night and every morning, and when we forget if we give it to her or not, that can be a problem, because if we give a double dose of drugs, of course, it's bad for the health. So when this happens, we just avoid to give the pill for that particular time frame, and that's fine. It will unbalance a little bit the dose of that drugs in the body, but it's better to, instead of giving the double. So okay, we will just avoid it. We will just avoid it. I'm super annoyed right now. I'm angry, and I decided to order some KFC. Ooh, I would love to do so. I never did something like that, you know. So I'm by you right now. When I feel like I want some trash food, I say like, okay, let's order some McDonald's. I'm not used so much to use delivery apps, only to find that the wait time for my order is gonna be over 2 whole hours before. No, why? There is a lot of queue just for that. Impressive, I should say. Not even including the amount of time it will take for that to get to my house. No, I'm so sorry. Is it that used there, this kind of application, to have this kind of queue? Because it's impressive. I don't think it's something like that will ever happen in Italy or Denmark. Not that a long waiting time, at least, but it's personal. I know a friend that use a lot of these delivery apps a lot, but me and my husband to never use them until we are here in Denmark. We never used, for example, Deliveroo or application like that, because we prefer to keep the money we use for shipment. Probably, I don't know how it's Turkey. We are Turkey, as wait a second. I'm Turkey basically. Wait, Turkey in English. Wait a second. I'm stingy, so I prefer to not spend money for the shipment if I can avoid it. I prefer to go there and eat there instead if I can choose. I know it's convenient sometimes, but I'm stingy. For this kind of stuff, I'm stingy. I'm really stingy, and my husband can agree with me. So yeah, we avoid it just for that for the majority of time, except if the delivery is free. If the delivery is free, fine, win-win for us in this case. No, it's not that usual. It's not that like that usually, but for the majority of time, when it happens, it's free. Okay, we'll take advantage of that. So okay, from time to time, when I open wide the eyes, okay, they are not catched every time. I think I have to go to look more at the tablet for that. Okay, wait, sorry, I'm playing with emotions, but Yeah, it works more properly with no glasses because I'm wearing the eyeglasses. I can't avoid them lately because I have some dryness problem related to the eye. So if I'm not using the glasses towards blue screen, it can be a problem. But it's a problem for my tracking from time to time, as you can see, because they can't perceive the brows going up and down completely because of them. I'm trying to clean them, so maybe it's better. But I don't think it will change a lot. But let me check. No, now I'm opening wide the eyes, but they are not captured. It's a problem. If you have glasses and you work with VTubing stuff, I'm so sorry for you. I completely feel you, because when you can use the trackers for even tracking completely your eyes, you can't use them properly. I have to look at the camera to do this, because otherwise, now I'm doing that, but it's not perceived. Instead, if with no glasses, it's perceived. With no glasses, look at the difference. No glasses, glasses. I only turn on brows if you check. Not the eyes though, just the brows. So inconvenient. But if I look at the tablet, it will be perceived only if I look at it. With no glasses, I can look wherever I want and it will be perceived, but okay. Sorry, wait a second. Okay. The problem of being VTuber and having problem with the eyes. How convenient, right? So the reason one have a higher level of detail, they are used to print miniatures. So okay. So figures, action figures, I guess. But the filament are more practical, and so some amazing miniature done with filament printing. What happened? Okay, wait. Okay, stop. Why I keep moving like that, but okay. Okay, that makes sense, but I'm pretty sure that because of convenience, they will develop more technologies related to filament printing instead of resin one, and at some point probably they will sell printers that with filaments that will be really similar to the resin one. Pretty sure about that. You just need to wait for the progress. Max, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Hello. We are yapping a lot. I should draw, but we are yapping too much today, so okay, let me recalibrate a little bit. Okay. Sometimes it's not recalibrating properly. Wait a second. Why? Sometimes, oh my, okay, you know what? Wait a second. Okay, I'll stand up so we can do that more properly. Wait. Yeah, I have to stand up for doing this, but okay, from time to time it can happen, so okay, it's not that big deal, it's content, right? Behind the scene content, I should say. But wait. Now I messed it. I think there is there are some problems with mounting calibration. Do I really need to do that right now? I risk to make things worse though. So you see, I'm clapping my hands, but they are really. Wait, maybe I have I fixed it, don't know how, but okay, perfect. I won't touch it anymore. Okay. Okay, yeah, I can get it, by the way. I can get the filament one is better. I will consider like that, something like that too, but I think I'll just wait for improvements. But it's good. If you're doing stuff for yourself, it's really convenient. So it's almost 3 in the morning. My estimated delivery time is 4:47 a.m. Oh my, no. Awful. I see what you mean. My partner lives in the UK. We go along just fine, and when we meet up, we usually go all out, and that makes sense. I hope it will work. I hope it will work. It depends by your goal and what you're thinking about it, how you want to handle it, but I hope it will work. I hope it will. It's not difficult, actually. You just need to be patient, and that in the future your interest will coincide. It's just that. Of course, I will do the unboxing in live. Perfect. Hello, Darius. Did you do the shout to Darius too? Is my son. Hello, welcome. I had a $12 discount on the delivery app I used, so I decided to get some food, and I would do the same. But now it's gonna be another hour and 40 minutes until I get delivered. In my knowledge, cancel it at this point, because you're supposed to use this kind of services because of their rapidity, because it's quick to deliver. But if it's not working like that, maybe it's not that convenient after all. So it makes sense. It should be made to be quick and reliable, you know. But if the waiting time is long, I don't see the sense on this. So also, may I be so bold to say your husband into 100% right? The Souls-like games are phenomenal. The Soulsborne series is big absolute cinema to me. Yeah, I don't mind the Souls-like game. Well, I don't like them, but if you like it, it's completely fine, of course. I don't like the thing that you need to do the boss multiple times because you have to know the moveset that are likely godlike moveset to kill it and avoid it, and that because it's really too difficult, and after a lot of attempts it's becoming for me, for people like me, it's becoming frustrating. I prefer action games or RPG compared to that, because at least you can put a strategy to consider what to do in advance and try to face it. Then you can fail, but not immediately. You know, maybe I don't like Souls also because if you have to lose, you lose in a really short time frame compared to, for example, Monster Hunter, that you maybe lose after 30 minutes, and that can be frustrating after a while, but at least you played. For me, it's also like losing in a time frame of 2 minutes. It's not funny, it's frustrating, but it's a matter of opinion. If you like this kind of game, I completely feel you, because it's challenging, it's considered challenging, so you are like pumped if you manage to beat it. I know, because I discussed about it with my husband, so I completely understand the feeling, but it's not for me. It's not for me for the majority of time. Whirlwind Smith helps you a lot, especially because auto deflect attacks of the of the feature he has for people like me, basically. But sometimes it's difficulty the same way. I think I can do this kind of bosses or hard battles only with someone else, otherwise it would be too frustrating for me. Too much frustrating. The stuff I bought is some upgrade to increase the quality of printer to print figures at home. Oh, that's perfect. So you see, I'm pretty sure that at some point they will sell a lot of stuff, upgrades or printers themselves that will probably be not equal, but really, really similar to the quality of resin printer. So just wait for that. You did the right choice in my opinion. Also because it's easier to handle. You don't need an extra room. You can print wherever you want, whenever you want. So it's a win-win basically. So, hello Cringe, hello, hi, I hope you're fine. I think, hello to you Zino too, hi. I think in the meantime we can consider to switch the scene, at least since I managed to reach the end of the chat. Now we can consider to start to do arts in the meantime, also because it's a really simple, what I'm doing, I'm putting back my microphone, what the fuck I'm doing, okay. Also because I need to work on this your character here, and that's not so difficult for me to make, especially in live. It's kind of simple. Now you're going to see it. If you're interested, check my VGen. If you're interested to get a YAR character here like this, it's on sale right now because of Black Friday. After Black Friday, it won't be on sale and it won't be available anymore. So if you're interested in it, consider to do it before the end of the month, okay? But now I'm curious, what's your husband's favorite Soulsborne series game? You hear the question now because he's watching video? Sorry. Hello. They're asking me what's your favorite Souls video game? Until now.
I've only played Elden Ring and Dark Souls 3.
You only played no indie related to that? No indie, any kind of indie, because I think they can be considered.
No, I haven't played any.
Okay, between Elden Ring and the Dark Souls? Elden Ring is favorite. Elden Ring win over Dark Souls, but it was a really fanatic of Dark Souls at that time. So yeah, but for well, of course I can understand why, because it's a new game with upgraded gameplay compared to Dark Souls that's kind of old, so I can understand it. It's because of multiple reasons, I guess. But yeah, Elden Ring in this case. Speaking about a little bit about Whirlwind Smith, guys. I'm playing it lately. It's not bad, especially if you are like me that doesn't like Souls-like game, because it gives you the possibility to face a easier combat with auto dodge. It can be called like that. They will auto-dodge automatically some attacks, not all of them, but some of them, and for 2 times for some seconds. So if multiple attack in the at row will happen, you can't miss all of them. But it helps a lot people like me, for example. So for now I'm just exploring, chill, with personal customizing my character. So for now it's fine for me. I was searching for a game like this that could be multiplayer co-op, but you can also play single player, especially single player. So for me it's just for now win-win. It's not I'm not pretending a lot from this game. For now it's fine. For what it offers, it has a lot of stuff to do, maybe too much that it was a little bit confusing at the beginning, but for now I like it. We're going to play it together next Thursday, so you're going to see what it is like, and if you want to join me, maybe to play it with me sometimes. Yeah, indeed. Elden Ring is like that. I was speaking about Dark Souls. That's different. Hello, AB. Hello. I hope you're fine. Okay, now before I change my mind, let's go here. At least I can set up everything. Wait, because I need to connect the iPad. Wait for it. I need to hide it, otherwise you see the I don't know how to say it. You'll see the code, and we don't want that. So not a big deal here actually, but when there are a lot of you, maybe I should be careful. So okay, wait a second. Give me the moment to connect the iPad to the computer, so I can show you what I have to work to. I have 2 of them to work for now. I'm not sure if I will manage to make them all today. So I made for sure 1, not sure about 2 of them, because I need to go to vote. It's my first time voting here in Denmark, and I have to go there and do some stuff right after it. So I don't, and one thing, can I say one thing about Danes people in general? Why you love to close everything before 8 a.m. Sorry, before 8 p.m. I'm hating you. It's impossible to find a restaurant, a bar, whatever, that is open after 8 p.m. Can I have a normal Italian dinner here? Or something? You eat it way too early for us. And even pubs close at 6 p.m. It's impressive, because that's the time where Italian have snack time, you know? So when we want to go to the pub or something like that to drink some chocolate, tea or something like that, they are closed already. Even when I have to vote, the election building will close really early. Why that? I hate you days for that. I'm sorry. I love everything about you, but I'm hating so much that you close so fucking early every fucking time for everything. And in weekend it's even worse. So that's supposed when you have the free time. I know you have your life too, but turnover exists. Take advantage of that, because you know they will close the shopping mall. It's closed at 4 p.m. in Denmark. It doesn't work. In Italy they will close at 10 p.m. It's frustrating after a while. I'm sorry for the event, but it's even the election closes early. Why? I'm hating you for that. When I have to vote in Italy, at least I can do that until midnight. Here, no, until 8 p.m. It's impressive. It's impressive, really. Oh my, sorry, little band, because I hate that you close. Turnover exists. I know that no one wants to work during the night, but that's why it turns at 6. So take advantage of that. Oh my, you don't know how to make a business. That's just that. I'm not completely serious. I know why you do that, but it's too much for you, so an Italian like me. It's way too much. Okay, let's open the application in the meantime. Where is the... Okay. Okay. Let me check it so I can share it with you at least. Wait, I read. Yeah, I hate that they close so early. It's so frustrating for an Italian people that's used to have restaurants until midnight, shops until 7 p.m. They close us at 6 or 5 p.m. Here it's impressive. So I was like, oh fuck, really? And it's impossible, because for my work schedule, I don't have the time to go there right after work, because they are already closed. I have to work and do everything in advance. Finish to work in advance just for that. When I have to go out, it's a mess, because I have to lose some working time because of that. It's impressive. It's really impressive. Okay, I think I have to make it... I don't know why it's automatically open with this size now, because it should automatically open a bigger one. I have to do that manually, but okay. Wait, I'm trying to... Okay, a little bit more. Okay, a little bit, no more than this. There is a little string up here, but okay, I don't think it's a big deal. I will keep it like this. I have to work on Rhino characters, so a Rhino one and a little hotter goat one. So it will be interesting. We'll see if I manage to make that one. No, don't really right now. Don't know if you can hear it, but they are making some works, it seems, in another house right next to me. I'm so sorry for the noise. I'm so sorry, but I hope they will finish soon. Okay. I think you can. I see the microphone going up a little bit. I think you can hear it slightly, but especially when I speak, probably. Yeah, you can hear it because even my mouth is working when I'm silent. Okay, so sorry. I hope it won't last that long. Okay. Okay, let me see because I don't remember. Yeah, it's a messy because it shouldn't be like that. Okay, just need the 2 frames actually. Because there is the one with the closed eye. Okay. I don't remember how I organized my work here, but I have to check it. Thanks for the streak lurking, Martin. Thank you. I love my mouth is moving because of this. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Look at my mouth. Okay, I love it because my lip sync is based on my movements of my mouth mainly, but also a little bit to the microphone. That's why you see my mouth moving a little bit, but I'm sorry. I'm so sorry because of that. Okay. I personally like a game where you can chill. I love a simulator game, but I do love the main co-op games. The same thing, exactly the same thing. I have the same taste. That's where wins me the streaming community stream, right? Yeah, you can join in and play. We can play together, do bosses together and stuff like that with no voice chat, but we can do everything together. I can follow you, you can follow me. I love to explore, so. One thing though, I don't know what will happen because yesterday I finished the prologue main quest. So, and something as if you know or already played it, you know what is going to happen. I don't know if they will impact the possibility to see the same areas, but since I'm visiting your world, it shouldn't be a problem. Or if you visit my world, it shouldn't be a problem in the same way. That part that just doesn't exist anymore, I guess. I don't know how they will handle it, so we're going to discover that because I finished it yesterday, so we're going to discover that. To do with the regulated work hour, Denmark has to do with the regulated work hours. Denmark aims to only work 37-hour weeks days, I think, and that's fine. I'm not saying that they have to overwork. And I completely understand it. That's the right choice, actually, because people are happier like that. So there are a lot of pro compared to the cons. But, you know, you can achieve the same thing, allowing people to work only during night shift, only during morning shift, making turn-based work, basically, you know. Instead of working from morning to night, you basically work only in the morning, only in the afternoon, only in the night. And that's how it should work. In Italy, it's not like that, unfortunately, but it should work. It should work like that, you know. At least you can stay open for more time and allow everyone to go inside the store whenever they want, and not before work. Because I can't understand it. If people are working during the opening time, how are you supposed to make a profit like that? Because I don't manage to go there because of my work schedule. If when I finish, they are already closed. So. Bars are stay up until like 2 or 3 a.m. Yeah, here only with a disco, I suppose, or places where you drink, basically, but not places like bar or, you know, bakeries or stuff like that. And it's absurd because at least in Italy they are open until 7 p.m. because you can go there, enjoy your tea, enjoy your chocolate, cookie, whatever you want. And that's it. But here it's impossible because they close at 5 p.m. That's the time where I finish to work for the majority of time. It's impossible. I can't do that except for the weekend. And that's the worst thing, that during the weekend they even close earlier because they wanted to relax, and I completely understand that. It's fine, but you know, you just need to organize your shift. Instead of working from morning to late afternoon, hire more workers that only work in the morning, only work in the afternoon and stuff like that, and they do turnovers. It's not that complicated. I think we do that like that in Italy, but in a bad way, unfortunately. But we work like that at least. We are trying at least. Don't worry, Foxy. Thank you. Hello. Thank you. Hello, New York. Why you're camouflaging yourself as an American when you are an Italian elf? Hello, ZRC. Hello. I work nights. You see, I don't agree if you work only during the night shift because that can be frustrating for workers. But you can do turnovers. So that's what I'm speaking about here in Denmark. Then it's something else in your context, in your business and stuff like that. That's something different, of course. I don't know your reality, so I'm speaking in general. But for handling stuff properly, I think, and allow to be open for a longer time, you just need to organize the turnover. It seems it's impossible thing to do for owners of a particular business. And it's not the matter of workers, it's a matter of the businessman behind it, of course. And it's a problem. It's not that complicated, but it seems they don't want to hire new. I think the problem is that they don't want to hire new workers because they are more expensive, but you should even earn more because of them, so, or thanks to them, it's better to say. So American, of course, you're American, of course. Okay, now I think I'll turn off everything here. I want the background though, because it's easier for me to align everything. Let's edit first this one and use the brush. No, I have to use the brush I was used to though. So this one should be this one, the one I was using, yes, because it must be similar. So nowhere where is open at night except sheets and the 7-Eleven. Yeah, so 7-Eleven, you mean the brand? Okay, now I realized it. Sorry. Okay, and yeah, no, in Italy it's not like that. In Italy, shops and not restaurants stay open until midnight, whereas bakery and stuff like that until 7 p.m. for example. And in Denmark, no. In Denmark until 6 p.m. maybe. For the majority, bakery will stay open until 5 p.m. Restaurants until 8 and 9 p.m. That's when Italian usually eat, but we have to adapt, I guess. So it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Now remove also this, and I have to make a mousy here. So let's start to work on this. Remember, guys, if you're interested in something like that, check my VGen because you can have your character in this style too if you want. So kinda convenient. Okay, remove the ears because we have to make them all over again. Let's make them ear more precise. Okay, no, I won't be silenced completely now, but I will be more focused for sure. Sorry, I didn't want to do this. I don't remember where was the button for triggering this. Okay, so now if I speak less, it's because I'm focused. So, oh, I have to redo the eyes too. I have to make a single eye. Huh, interesting. I have to understand how to handle it. Okay, challenge accepted, I guess. Okay, now more roundish, since it's a mouse. Maybe more roundish is convenient. Yeah, something like that, but less, it's too big. So wait a sec. No. Yeah, something like this can work. Okay. Okay. Okay, wait a second, just to be, so I can work like this. Hey, so cute, okay. No. Okay, like this, we have it. No, not after, so let's fix this. Actually, maybe, wait, position is not completely right. Yeah, it should be more like, sorry, bad position of the here. Yeah, more like this, my bad. Okay. Okay, not after, so we need to fix that too. Or maybe before doing that, since I want to be precise, voila. make it more precise. Okay, so now I can erase this. Let's erase everything. Oh no, too much instead. Oh no. There was the I have to delete it because the high in this case is really particular, so I have to take it in consideration. I'll make it again in case. Let's see if it's better with or without it. Okay. Okay. Now we'll see how I have to make the eyes. I have to delete them completely in this case. Okay. To make a single one. Though, since I wanted the perspective, not that difficult, but at least. Don't smash it. No, don't throw stuff at me. Out there, I hear you, you know, even if I'm not completely see you. And I know, I can snitch who was that. Elfo, I noticed it's you. I know it's you. Okay, something like this. Okay, one thing I want to check. Yeah, it would be cute like that, but no, I have to do the eyes completely from zero. Okay. Now I'll fix it, the perspective. Don't do. Oh, I hear you. I know it's you. I know you can't hide from me. You know, you can't. At least throw me cute stuff. At least. Okay. It's so dirty, the monitor of my iPad. I need to clean it later. Full of dots are all around. Okay, majority so I can edit the line here to make it more fluent. Okay. Now I can stylize the eye shape because it's the AR. Maybe I can do a little trick and make it in my own version. Where is the reference? Wait a second. What? Okay. I can do a little tricky just to make the shape in a good way. That's the thing. I love this white thing. I'll drink. I am not, I'm just thirsty. This one is useful. Not why I have the controller. Wait a second. There was an intruder, so I'm sorry. And they should underline it, but I'm pretty sure there will be people that will be fine working in that time schedule. They just need to know it in advance, and that makes sense. Just for respect reason, you know, to be respectful. But if they are aware of it, I'm pretty sure a lot of people will do that. Okay, let's merge. I think though it's not completely, because from this perspective, I will say that from this perspective it's fine, but I think I need to turn it a little bit. Something like this. Or maybe not, I don't know. Something I want to edit here. Maybe if just this. Okay, if it's it, don't worry. Ta-da-da-da. I got an email. I'll go to check later. Okay, and now, okay, I wanted to do a little trick just to get the right shape of it. Okay, is it right? Because it's AR. Ah, because I mirrored it, right? Yes, it was like that. Yes, I think. Let me check. No, it was on the but it's specular, so okay. Not a big deal because it works like that actually, but okay. Okay, by the way, I have to stylize this, so to make it in my own way, let's make it effectively how it should be. And now I'll make it bigger here and make it my own way. So something like that. Magic. Okay, now I will just do this. Can I see where it is? Ah, here. Okay. Okay, so I can see it. Okay. But it should be a sort of a. It's weird in this perspective, but okay. Can I make it in my way? Something like that. Because it must be similar to nay, and it's more similar like this in my opinion. No, without this it would be too much freedom, so no, I don't want that. I heard you, even if I was focused, you know, I heard it. I think it can be done more properly. Wait. More shapy. We must give more shape. Something like that. Okay. Maybe I have a solution for this too. To make it align properly. And artistic, just a little bit of artistic freedom, I guess. No. Okay, no, never mind. Okay. No, I drank, yeah, with no, I didn't want to, but it happened. It seems. Don't worry, it's fine, Alec. It's fine. Don't worry. Okay, like this, I like it. So you can go away. And now let's do everything else. I don't remember which was the right perspective. Okay, this one. So reflect and work on the other parts. So how can I stylize this? Now we're going to discover that. Something like that should work, yes. Papa. Now let's make it more like this, okay. Now the little antenna too. No. Okay. Now, it was fine. So now, little details here. Maybe I had to do that in another layer. My bad. Of doing everything in a single layer. So I could just move it. Instead, I have to do it all over again. Okay, like it how it is. Let's see if it's well centered. Yeah, I think. I'll put some music now for you on Twitch. It won't be listened on YouTube, I'm sorry. Let's put some music from here, maybe good one, not so sad one. Okay, this can be fine. So, okay, this part is not visible from this perspective, so it's fine. I'm thinking I should make the teeth. I have an idea for this. Na 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 na. Though it's weird, but I want to keep the tongue. How can I do that? Because yeah, how can I do that? Because I wanted to make the tongue visible despite the teeth. I don't know if it's too much, maybe. Maybe I can just make it more down and larger, so it will make sense. but it's weird. I don't know if I should leave the tongue only, no, the teeth only, sorry, or add it to the tongue, but it would be weird with this because there is another part of the artwork that it's in the middle of marrons, as we say in Italian. so how can I handle this? I don't know. In the meantime, I'm fixing stuff. Interesting. Hello, Capital. Hello. Waited over an hour for my food. At this point, I'm waiting out the spy. At this point, yeah, it's too late to cancel the order, I guess. So don't do that. I think I will do with no tongue. I don't know. It's a shame because it's also based on this tongue. I have to understand. No, delivery app that's working really late. I don't know. One thing I can do is maybe this. Instead, stylize it a little bit. Or maybe make it more hidden in a realistic way. I don't know. The teeth is too... I think I will avoid the teeth maybe. Because that makes sense. It's too much. I have to ask Reino, are you here? Reino, are you here? Do you prefer to have the tongue out or the teeth? I don't know. I don't know. No, this will be part of the speaking part. Yes, yes, yes. And oh, I'm doing it in a separate layer. Yes. Okay, let's understand how to make everything else in the meantime. And let's make the tail a little bit more mousy shape. No. Okay, once I did that for three pizzas not being done after over 1 hour. I was hungry as hell and ate the first thing of the pantry. No. That makes sense though. When this kind of stuff happen, it's so annoying because they are supposed to work fast. This is why they exist, and it's not of course fault of the delivery man, it's fault of the restaurant, but at least if you know that you're going to have order from application like Deliveroo, Just Eat, and stuff like that, consider that in advance because that's why the people are using that service. That's the reason for the thing that it's quick, it's affordable, and stuff like that. Okay, we'll make it like this. Oh, Italian song. Let's keep it. No, right here, no. Italian song, enjoy it. It was from a few years ago, Sanremo, this one. I really enjoyed this music because compared to the others, it was not sad. That's my verdict. It was not sad. That's the reason why I liked it. The first one that was not sad in that festival, so... No, I'm changing the perspective. Of course, it shouldn't happen. Okay, now for here. Il cielo sarà il limite. Hey, who there? Zazo, is that you? I knew it. I didn't even to check it. I didn't even to check it. I knew it in advance. Hello, Zazo. How are you? I hope you're fine. I hope you're fine. Okay, I was checking if I drew with white by mistake. Thank you for the petty pet. I can forgive you. I can forgive you for the spin. Maybe. Thank you. Thank you. How are you, Zaza? You're fine. The first time I'm not beating you, basically, this time. After a while. Oh, you want the goods? Wait a second. I'll show you. Oh, what happened to my chest? Every time I look up. Oh my. What happened to my hand? So wait a second. Wait. Okay. So you want the goods? I'll show you the proper goods in a proper way. You want the goods? Why this hand is not moving? Is not handing? Only the one with the pen, flying pen now, you see. So goods, happy little goods. Okay, wait a second. I know it disappeared. Sometimes it disappears when you throw me, or you throw me, literally me, or when you spin me. I don't know why it will be stuck inside my chest for reasons. So that's why you see it in that way. So the battery of my phone is dying. I'm going to try yank out my car battery and fit the new one. I'll catch you later. Don't worry, Bertie. See you next time. Bye bye. Thanks for passing by. Good luck with that. A fare la mentre spina. Nah, it's fine. He was doing that because he wanted to be more kinder, so that's fine. At least once, I should say. Okay, let me check this really fast because I need to see how the pattern of the chest is done, since it's a sort of robot. We don't want it. I don't know. I don't want it. It's not you. I don't want it is a song because it's also a remix and I don't want that. BTS moment. It's BTS. Okay, let's keep it. For keep up at time, guys. I'm sorry. So what's the shape? Okay, like this. Na 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 na. No, too big. I made it too big. Na 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 na. No, I didn't done that properly. I haven't done that properly. It's more like this. Na na na. Okay. Now there's the part here like this. And that's it, I guess. Let's fix this. Okay. Think it's fine like that. I'm checking if I'm missing something, but I don't think so. I can try to emphasize this part a little bit. But it's not that necessary actually. Let me check. I think it's fine. No, I just need to go over it. So let's remove it. I don't need it. Let's fix the colors here. Actually, I have a quicker way to do that. Let's be efficient. Let's be efficient. Dying. Na, 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 na. I want to check. Okay, no, it's not covering my face. Perfect. No, I forgot a thing. Never mind. Wait a second. No. No, okay. Okay, now it's fine. No, why am deleting? I did it wrong. My bad. It was right this way, but not in this layer here. Oh, perfect. I managed to do that. Okay, now. No, not this anime pen. This one. I want to check only a thing though. Oh, now I made this because I made this a while ago, so I need to remember the process. Let me check, because between these two I just literally Ranked it basically. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. Less precise is better. So here I have to make eyes closed and I use this frame. Right? Yes, okay, I remember that. It should be until here. This one is the speaking one. Exactly. Okay. I'll do that by hand. I don't know how they are supposed to close the eye though in this case. Because it's a monitor. I had to ask it to Reino. Reino, I need you. Okay. But I would actually prefer not make the monitor to close, but only this part. I think that makes sense because I don't think eyes will going to close. No, it's a monitor, so how it's supposed to close all together? I think it's better doing something like this, basically making this disappear only. I will do that. I will do this. I think it's better. Okay, we can do that. We can do that. Now, before coloring it, I would love to do the other one. Just let's replicate it. Can I put it as a reference? Oh, perfect. So maybe more smaller. I don't need it to be giant. I can make it easy like this and follow it. Okay. Maybe the lights turn on and off. Also, but it loses the animation. Look at it. Wait, because it loses partially this animation, and I will be sad about it. It loses this blinking animation. I want to keep it. Turning it on and off, I don't know if it will work in the same way. That's the thing. So I think I would instead consider to make the letters close instead of the a sort of eyelids. Hello, I hope you too, John. Hello, it's a pleasure to see you here. I hope you're fine. We are working on your character here. That's really particular in this case, and I'm pretty sure Reino would agree with whatever my choice will be. But yeah, maybe I will ask it that in case later and I will fix it. But I'm pretty sure he wouldn't mind this actually. Okay, let's write it in the right perspective. Okay, so at least it's right. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Instead, you see what? Look at this. Instead of making everything here closing, I will leave the screen and I will make them like this, closing completely. So like the letter will disappear basically, and then to going back. I think this can be a solution. I didn't think about this because I made multiple times the OC of Reino, but it never happened an occasion like this, so it didn't came to my mind to ask what was his preference. But I think this one can work easily actually. He will be happy with this solution. Because yeah, closing all the monitor would be weird, and also make it just flashing a little bit, it would be weird. Doesn't remind a blinking, that's the thing. I want it to pretend to blink, so yeah, me doing alright. A slow start to the day, need to be at work at in 3 hours, right? That makes sense. Take it slowly, since you have the time, take it slowly. Na na na, the experience. Dun, 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 dun. No, I didn't make it go the way here. Na na na, you're the but it's not blinking. That's the problem. It's not blinking. It wouldn't remind a blinking part, and it must be in 2 frames only. So no, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. It would be nice with a smoother animation, like a keyframe sort of, but not with to pretend them to blink. And I don't know if it should work like that. So maybe, you know what, I will focus on the open part. I'll ask Reno really fast on Vigen and see if he managed to reply in advance. Otherwise, I'll just wait to make the blinking animation and I'll work on the others. That's the easiest thing maybe to do. I have to make it really similar. Be careful about changing it too much because otherwise it will be weird. Now I'm going to ask Reno. Wait a second. John, hello. Yep, work evening shift this week, so yeah, you can sleep in, take it easy and start the day. Oh, perfect. You see, sometimes we were speaking about that before. Sometimes working during the night can be convenient if it's not done all the time, because every day will be a pain. But if it's just sometimes. Bend. Yeah, I was thinking something like that. I'm going to ask her, Reno. It's better. I'm going to ask Reno. I will just wait to make the blinking animation. It's not that big deal. Reno, ciao, Italian moment. Sto pensando a come farti la blinking animation. Io pensavo di farla, far chiudere le lettere come se fossero le pupille a blinkare. Elfo in live specifico suggeriva di farle chiudere come Bender. Hai preferenze? Hai altre idee su come renderlo? Fammi sapere. Ti lascio la blinking animation in pausa, così non storpio il personaggio senza volerlo. Ok, asked. I'll leave Vigen open so I know if he's going to say something about it or not. I can see it immediately, that's what I mean. I can't maybe see the notification, but I'll check it from time to time. Remember that to me. I'll check it from time to time so I know maybe if he's replying or not, okay? I think this can be the best solution. Actually, I can leave it open because I'm not using OBS in this monitor. Okay, no, I'll leave it open. So we're going to see. I asked on Vigen because he asked it. The service is there, so that makes sense. I hope he will see the notification if he can do, if he has the time, of course, for doing that. That he won't miss it because it's on Vigen and maybe not on Discord, etc. I don't have the contact information, so. Not much. I don't know how to make blink this thing since it's a monitor. I was thinking of making the pupils. These are pupils. Imagine them as pupils. I was thinking about making them close like they are basically lids. But since I'm not sure, I'm asking the customer if he prefers something else, something like Bender from Futurama that Elfo suggested, or even something else. Because, you know, I have the reference of the design, but I don't know how these sort of eyes should work in this case. And it's the first time I animate this character with a blinking animation. So it didn't come to my mind the possibility that it could close in a different way. So instead of doing it on my way, maybe doing the character in a bad way, not in a bad way, but in a wrong way, because it's not supposed to work like this robot, you know. I preferred instead to ask him in this case, even if it should be artistic freedom, this one. But since it's something that rely on the character design, I prefer to ask. I'll put on hold the blinking animation and I'll do everything else. It's not a big deal. I prefer to be precise, okay? I prefer to be precise. Especially with characters like this. So. Okay, wait. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Okay, before... Maybe I have to hide this. Let's see the head anime. Okay, add animation is fine. It's flashing, it's normal, don't worry. But light for now, add animation is fine. Idle animation is fine. No more. One thing though. No, the ends are fine, okay. Like this can be fine. Na 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 na. Sorry, I'm vibing with the music. You can't hear it from YouTube, I'm so sorry. But I'm vibing with the music. Okay. Okay. Ah, precision. Impressed by myself. More or less. I spoke too early. Okay. Okay, should work. And now I can remove this. Okay, these lines are too chunky somewhere. They can work out in other parts, but not here. Which one? This one is too chunky. Okay, so I'll make this one chunky too, since the first one was like this. Okay, let's see if there's something else that I should maybe fix. Probably this one too. If lines are too different, the idle animation will be weird. That's why I prefer to be precise immediately. But can I use the eraser? Thank you. I was fighting with the program. Let's see if it's better. Yeah, way better. At least the lines are similar. There's a problem here. Okay, it's this with frame perfect, but I didn't check it. Okay. Yeah, okay, no problem anymore, I guess. Here it's too flashy. Everything else is fine, and maybe I have to fix the point of the tail and that flashy part. There's okay, I see the mistakes here too. Oh, here it's fine actually. This part, here the tail, it's kind of visible the problem. Okay, should be fine. Let's see. Okay, it's fine. Okay, it works. It works. Okay. Wonderful song. I haven't heard it in a bit. Yeah, I love a lot of really old songs. I have a playlist on Spotify that's long 1,400 songs. So there are all kind of songs because this is the playlist of all the songs I like. So not related to a specific kind of music. And yeah, that's it. So you will listen to two different kind ones. Why my hand is like this? Wait a second. Wait for it. Okay, now it's fine. Okay, this one is from Belle instead. Altrimenti puoi fare come si fa nei prototipi, gli metti gli occhi che fanno that would be lovely, but I don't know, we could put various type of emoticons. Yeah, and that's why it's so easy to handle. Oh no, I forgot to charge. Okay, 50% perfect ending time. I forgot to put the cable on because if I don't do that when I'm in live stream, the battery will go down so fucking fast. Not because it's easy to make it with low charge, but because I forget the monitor open all the time, turn on, you know, so it's staying like that to consume battery, and every time I forgot about it. I had to remove the screensaver because otherwise the program will keep sharing the monitor from computer. I needed to put it again, and and that's messy. Thank you, Cornet. Just because it's you, Cornet, otherwise Okay, before this, maybe I have to check if I was pretty sure about this, that was not working properly. Okay, because it's kind of different, so of course not everything is the same. Okay, for doing this in a proper way. Okay, and why the tongue too? Well, whatever. Okay. Na, 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 na. Okay, so let's fix the rest inside, the missing part inside. I think it's fine everywhere. Part here. Okay. Actually, I could copy paste, but okay. I want to make my work longer after. Why not? To stay here more. So that makes sense. Okay. Now, if it's pure white, I'll use a different color. Yeah, a little bit darker because it's more convenient. I don't remember if I colored the past ones in a you know, how can I say, in a pencil way or not. Yes, it is. Okay, so I will use the same pencil for the colors. Okay, I was checking it. I have the other project on my computer because I was out of space in my older iPad. That's why I don't have all of them, just mine. Okay, so I will keep this brush instead. This one. Na 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 na. Okay, let's remove this one for a moment because I need to focus here. Also, I needed to check. I was sure about this. It's not, must not be visible. It will be ugly. Go away. Yeah, I know. Because I drew them using this iPad not so long time ago. Actually, want to see them? I have a folder for this VTuber. As you can see, there is also someone who's really familiar here. As you can see, a really familiar one. A really familiar one. A lot of them. Yeah. Actually, I have one that I never published, guys. I never published because it was supposed to be released with the design of dinosaur. I never completed. My must bad on me. And it was this one. I'm pretty sure that some of you will love this. I'm pretty sure that some of you will love this. And this is a raptor, your character. I never completed it. It's basically sketch for months. Even I don't know when it was created. I will show you. It was made 1 year ago, more than 1 year ago. It was and it stayed here without it being completed ever. Yeah, it's literally yapping. Yeah, I'm so sad because it's so cute, but I never had the occasion to complete it. I wanted to release it with the dinosaur adopter, but I never completed that project. So here we are. I think I will make it available at some point, but yeah, I'm sorry. I would love to see myself with this. I'm with a needle animation and a still one. Like basically this one I'm making, but with this one. And the design I was referring to. And now let me see if I managed to see them, but I don't know where I saved them. So sorry. Yeah, you can't see the secrets. Maybe some project. Not sure about this. Let me check. No, where did I save them? I don't remember. I will show you though an emotion I have, an emoji I have in work in progress that whenever I will find the time for myself I will make. Look at this. I'm planning to make something like this. It's still a work in progress, but yeah. Wait a sec. Maybe it's in the adopt folder, but I don't know what I can show you. So wait a second. Oh yeah, I can show you everything actually because it's full of bases and that's it. So full of bases I was working on, even my older adopt. So yeah, I was planning to make these adoptables with this design, but yet I never finished them. That's the problem. This is an Allosaurus. This is a Paurosaurolophus. And this is a oh my, how it's called, Dilosaurus, the one with the this basically. I took inspiration from a lot of stuff, as you can see, from a really a lot of stuff. But yeah. Yeah, I hope you like it. But yeah, I never completed them, so here they are for now. Here they are. Okay, now, and this your character here was related to that, to them basically, to these adoptables, but shit happens. I never completed them. I will probably, because it's cute. I would like a lot one for myself too, but I have to find the time to work on it, I guess. Be patient, just that. Be patient. Okay. Oh god, I need to see Belle. Belle is one of my favorite anime ever. Anime movie, because it's a movie, of course. It's a reinterpretation of Beauty and the Beast in an anime way, in a completely different way, I should say, in a deeper way, because it's linked to a really deep story about the Beast. A really bad one, also, I should say. Bad, I mean that it's bad, not ugly. But yeah, it's really deep, that movie. I loved it. When I discover, even the songs are kind of good, so yeah, I fall in love with everything related to that. I will complete it. I know that's why I said some months ago if you wanted me to release the new emojis beforehand or not, because I was sure I wouldn't be able to work on all of them in the same time. That's why in the end with you I decided to release the one, for example, Cornetto is using in advance, because if we have to wait until this full set is completed, a long time will pass. So we don't want that. So whenever they are ready, I will just release them, and that's it, basically. And that's it. I'm sorry, of course, for this, but since I have a lot of commissions to work on, content creation stuff, etc., it's not easy to find the time also for my personal stuff. That's also the reason why I don't have a 2D avatar yet. The 2D one made completely from me to use on Twitch only, and using the Vulper avatar I'm using right now, maybe only on Boer chat stuff, you know. That's also the reason why, for example, this is not a reference, guys. This will be the avatar I'm going to use here. So imagine it moving, basically. And for now, I managed to do only the line art. This is the sketch. This was the sketch, the one you saw. And I'm using it as a reference to show the others how I should be now. Because the old design is not a thing anymore. But I have only the reference for that one. So whenever someone wants to draw me, I give you this sketch. Because at least it's clear how I'm supposed to be. At least it's clear. And for now, by the way, consider it will be an avatar. As you see, I separated everything about the model here. And it will be something similar to this. But I have to find the time to work on it. And the solution I found was, when I will be more free, I maybe will do this during my live stream. So it won't be a surprise, because you'll see the full process. But at least I managed to work on it. At least it's not a big deal. It will be a soft debate probably, because you saw the design in advance, so it's not that big a surprise. But at least I managed to work on it. So it's a matter of compromise, It's a matter of compromise. I prefer to give a priority to commission work, and so that's the reason why we are like this right now. Yeah, being a content creation, especially if you're an artist as your main job, is not that easy, guys. As you imagine, you have to find the time for everything, especially if you are alone, unfortunately. So I have to find compromises, and that's why some projects were not released, like the dinosaurs, basically, or your character year dinosaurs. I am full of projects I never completed because of that. And sometimes the best idea for myself, my personal project, come during my free time. Indeed, the only way through which I manage to draw for myself is during my free time, and when I want to do that, because consider I draw all the day for the others, so of course I don't want to do that in my free time too, because I like to draw, of course. But if it's also a job, that's different. So I needed to find really the will for doing that for myself. It means I'm really inspired, and I can do that in that moment because I feel inspired and I consider it funny. But if it's not, it's like working for me. So doing that in my free time every time, so away from working hour, it's a thing. It's another thing, guys. That's why it's so difficult for me to work on my personal projects. I should focus more on my personal stuff. Indeed, there was one crazy guy among you. I never discovered who was this guy, but there's some of you that donated to me to draw more stuff for myself. Right now it's difficult, but maybe I will consider to, maybe I have to at this point, since he donated to do that for me. I have to focus on my personal projects too, so, and that's the reason why from time to time I do vent arts and stuff like that. Now that I had this donation, I should consider to make more stuff for myself actually. But yeah, just give me the time to empty at least the queue before Christmas. The reason why I want to focus on commission now is because I need to empty the queue before going to Italy, because otherwise there I'm pretty sure it will be most impossible for me to work on commission smoothly, because I will be with parents, I will be with my friends all the time, and you know it's a holiday too, so it won't be easy to find the time to focus on my work. Also because I'm not at home, I have not my office, I'm pretty sure I will be distracted a lot. Also because, you know, with my family, they are not doing that with bad intention, but from time to time, since I work from home, for them it's like I have always free time for them or to speak with them. So for what happens when I go there is that they start to speak with me when I have to work, or they distract me for the other stuff, or just to say, oh, but you're full of time, just take some time for yourself instead of working. But I have to work even if I am at home. It doesn't mean that I have a free time. It was always like that when I lived with my parents, almost impossible to work on everything, because they put discounted that I could stay behind them, even if I am, since I am at home, I can stand behind them, but it's not like that. Being a freelancer is a mess sometimes, also because of family. So yeah, that's the reason why I wanted to clear the queue before going away for this specific reason, because I'm pretty sure it will be messy to work there, even if I will have days alone, or that I can maybe focus more. I'm pretty sure it will be almost impossible. So at least until December I needed to focus on commissions, and only after that I can consider to slow things down a little bit, where I will make my customers aware of it, as I always do, and that's it. Being a freelancer is not easy, guys. Sometimes, not only because of the job itself, but also because of the others, because they underestimate your working time just because you work at home, and that's really annoying. That's really annoying, but you know, I tried so many times to explain them that it's always a job for me. I'm working, I'm not doing silly stuff just because I'm at home. So yeah, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. Okay. Wait, I'll read. Wait a second. Okay. I'll focus for a moment on the colors here. Reno didn't reply. Okay, I will do the speaking animation and then move to the rest. Optimization. Matter of optimization. Actually, it's not even that big deal to animate, so it's not a problem. I can do that offline. Okay. Let me color fast this part. What?
The only thing I want to see in your mouth is that water bottle. Now what did I tell you? Always be hydrated.
Niall, hello. How are you? Long time no see you. How are you? I hope you're fine. I hope everything is alright, cutie. Can you shout her, please? She's a streamer too. Can you shout Niall, please? Hello. I hope you're fine. It's a pleasure to see you here. Okay, let me do this. Focus for a little moment. Okay, but this part should not be visible. Okay, I colored everything. Yes. Oh, I forgot the point. Wait, I saw it. This part here. No. Okay. Idle animation done, and now let's do the speaking animation. And I have a trick for doing that in a quicker way. Except for the face, because the face I have to redo it completely, of course. But for the rest, I have a solution. Okay. Let me read. But you're missing an important and more Italian gesture, and I should do that with the paw. Actually, that's right. I should do this emotion. No, wait, this one. I have to do this one with the emoji too. That would make sense since you relate me a lot to Italy, and of course because of my accent, so that makes sense. I should do that. Hello, Giagati. Hello. Just so you, sorry. Yeah, release on completion is probably the best way to do it for the emotes. Yeah, because otherwise you will wait a really long time until they are completed. So, thank you. I will do that. You know what? Wait, I'll put them... Oh, sorry, I didn't want to show this. But where it was projects, I guess. Because you see, I write what I want to do. And since I have a free slot here, that's what is written here. I'll make the hand... Oh, it's done. Oh my, look at my hand. Wait a second. Let me look at my hand. It's like this. A really quick stylized one. A really ugly one, I should say. Italian and emoji. By chat. Idea by chat. Okay, perfect. So I know it in a really bad quick way, but at least I know I can't forget. So you're happy. An emote like that will happen at some point, so expect that, okay? Expect that. That's a completely understandable. Mixing commission and your private work is not easy, I can imagine, yeah. Also, especially if they are big projects like the 2D avatar or something like that, unfortunately. That's why for now, what happened to my hand? That's why for now I have only the turtle avatar. That was born because of a meme, actually. It was born because of a meme, but I'm using it from time to time because you like it. So I'm happy that you like it. I'm not mentioning that, but it was born because of a meme. When I can't stream with this avatar because it's too heavy, I will use that one, and if that one is heavy too for whatever I'm about to do, I will use the PNG. It's this one, actually. You saw that before. I'm using this when I can't use basically 2D avatar, the rigged avatar in general. I use the Vtuber I have here. It's really simple, really stupid. So yeah. I actually, it has my old design, because you can see here I had heart-shaped brows, but it's not a thing anymore because I transferred it on my pupils. So I should even edit it because it's almost the same, basically everything except for the eyes. And the thing that I don't have horns always anymore. Now they are a toggle. I don't have them in this avatar, but I can decide if I want to have them or not, because I made for lore purposes that they can grow depending on if I'm using my healing powers or not, basically. That's it. Sir Wolf Knight again? What? I have two things. So I have another guide with the same exact nickname, similar almost, or you are a new. We have two Wolf Knight now. It's incredible. Hi, welcome. Thanks for the follow. There's another bean that's has literally the same nickname but without the 22 in the end, probably. Not completely sure. I should check, but that's impressive. The similarities are, or it's always you. I don't know, but yeah, it's impressive. By the way, yeah. Where do you find the motivation to do the work of stream? Because it is my job. I've been waiting to make videos myself, but I always find myself stuck in the editing part. But because consider, Alec, that's my main job. I don't have any other kind of job. It was difficult for me instead working on content creation while I was working at the clinic. Almost impossible because I didn't have the time to focus on them. I preferred to rest and spend time on video games in my free time, not on creating content. So considering this is my job, it's obvious I find more time for this because I can focus all my time on this kind of stuff. It's not just a hobby for me, it's also a job. So I have economic motivation, I have creativity motivation, I have the thing that it's also my hobby motivation, and it's sometimes making the job coincide with work. No, sorry, I said the same. Making the job coinciding with hobbies, it's dangerous. because that's what risks to happen. I love to work on artworks, even for myself, but it's really difficult now to find the time to focus on them properly, because now I draw all the day, so finding the time also for doing that for me in my free time will be too much sometimes. I risk to burn out because of that, because it's something I do also on my will, but it must be really on my will. I really need to want to make that, because if I don't really want to do that, it would be considered a part of my job in that way. So I overwork in that sense. That's the difficult part, when something you love become also your work, your job. That's the difficult part to handle, but that's the reason why I managed to do everything, because I can dedicate myself completely to content creation, streaming, artwork. This is a part of the same thing I'm doing basically, because I'm streaming to show you my art, my personality. After that, since I'm advertising basically myself thanks to live stream and content creation, you discover my art side, you like it, and you commission me. So everything is linked, we can say, okay? Everything is connected. So, and it's part of the same thing, of the same project. So I'm not mainly a content creator. No, it's wrong to say that. I'm not mainly a streamer, because I stream to show you more about my life, my personality, my brand, we can say. But my main income comes from indeed the artworks, the artworks I make. So it's important for me, that's why it's so important for me to work on commissions, to work on advertising myself, to show you my personality. This is behind the scene, if you want, basically. And that's why I'm motivated, because it's my job, because I decided to dedicate some time of my day for this job. And since I can focus only on this and not on other kind of jobs too, I'm not tired because of that. I'm tired because of what I do instead. That's the thing. It's not me finding the time, an extra time. It's me finding the time to work and to survive, basically. That's the reason why. But consider, when I worked at the clinic, so when I was completely a full-time vet technician, it was impossible, because when I came back home, I was so tired, I was exhausted, so I needed the time for resting and to play what I want, in my case, video games, and to go out with my friends, etc. So there was no time for this. Indeed, when I was working at the clinic, I was not social at all, basically. I was just a guest, a viewer, basically, scrolling, and that's it. And sometimes I didn't even have the time for that, because remember, guys, working in a medical environment, it's a mess, especially in Italy, because you need to be available if emergency occur. You need always to respond, because you're a nurse, so you need to help the patient, and it's not easy. It was not easy at all. That's also why I decided to give up on that field, because I discovered that it was a nice environment, but with a really, really bad work management by the others, by colleagues, by the business itself. So I said, no, I don't want to live all my life like that. Not in an environment like this. Maybe it was something more related to Italy compared to other countries. Maybe in Denmark it's better. I'm pretty, oh my God, I was sleeping. Maybe in Denmark it's better. I'm pretty sure about that. But I have to discover it. I need to find the will, and I need to consider if I want to try on it again. For now, I like what I'm doing. I can do that. I can focus on this. And even if sometimes, the only thing that's not sure in a freelance work like this is basically the salary, because it depends by the month. That's the thing. It depends how much you work, how much you advertise yourself, and stuff like that. So you don't have a fixed salary. It varies a lot. It depends on how you work and how you not spend your time because of parents that distract you and stuff like that. So yeah, that's why it has a lot of compromises. We can say you just need to find what compromise you prefer. If you to work to have a fixed salary, or to work with what you like, but the salary can vary a lot. There are different matters. I'm happier now, way happier with my work life, etc., compared to the vet clinic one. Also because I have more free time for myself, I can decide I'm the boss of myself. I don't have to argue with bad colleagues and stuff like that. Sometimes I miss that side because I loved what I did. I didn't love the environment, but I loved taking care of animals. That was not. I loved doing lab tests, taking care of ill animals, even doing the bad stuff. So, you know, poop analysis and stuff like that. But everything that turns around it was bad. So it was enough to say me, no, I have to stop with this because I would go crazy after this. And also considering in Italy they take advantage a lot of young people, a lot, way too much sometimes, with no reason. But they take advantage of you with not a good salary. So I was not motivated at all. I work with passion, but not for passion. That's different. That's different. I don't worry. I missed you a long time no see. I've been depressed. No, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better. I don't know how to handle this kind of stuff. I hope I'm not a psychologist after all, so it makes sense. So I hope you feel better. I hope you feel better. Una bella chila di granchio, exactly. What I have on the nose, the focus sticker. Hello, Carta. How are you? A long time no see you. Hello. Hello, me. Hello, hello. Why? By the way, yeah, it works like that. It works like that. The background, sometimes it seems all love, pink and cute stuff, but it's more complicated than you imagine what I... And I can completely understand that if you don't have the time to focus on it, it's hard, of course, to find the time to post stuff and do your job in the meantime, focus on your hobbies. It's not easy, of course, and I completely understand it. Now, I have to make not this blinking animation, but this. And I want to make the head all over, basically, almost. For doing that, I don't want to confuse myself, so I must be careful of what I'm doing. So, duplicate it and put it here, duplicate. So let's hide it. It's a mess, I know. Don't look at it right now. No, I was about to hide. Actually, I can delete that, but you know, I can. So I'll do that. Now, I will remove the... not this, but this. And not sure of what I should... Okay, so I can consider to work like this. To optimize the time, I can consider to work like this. So make the head taller, if I remember well. Something like this. And now moving this part, so the muzzle shape is the same. This is what I did. Maybe though it's better to cut, not everything, wait a second, to cut the layers so I can move them more fluently later. So I keep the shape similar. And okay, it's messy now, don't look at it, it's normal to be this messy. In this case, I can take this in consideration. Since the shape is already done, what I can do... No, wait. I'll change it like this. I will fix it. Don't look at what I'm doing completely, because it will be fixed. Believe in the process. Believe in the process. Just believe in it. Okay. I think it's fine like that. I just needed to edit some stuff now. For example, with the right tool maybe. All good, by the way, Cart. All good, all good. All good. Relaxed. Oh, I'm happy. If I'm happy, right? So you can hit soon. You can hit soon. Okay. Let's fix this part. I think it's all together, right? Yes, it is. Let's fix the shape of it. The shame. Ah no, this one is fine actually. It will be like this. Okay, let's keep the muzzle a little bit. I will make it wider though. Can I delete it? I'm in the wrong layer, of course. Okay. Because I may have to pretend it's speaking, so okay. I will make here, since it's green, it's like this. I will make it like this and make it speak. I don't know the inside part of the mouth, how it should be done. Now I'm going to check. Okay. Now. Let's see if it works. I will move this a little bit up. Na, 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 na. How many stripes I made before? 3. So, okay, I will keep them 3. No, wait, before, okay. Okay, let's see if it works. It should. I have to fix some lines probably. I didn't want to do this. Okay. 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 I don't like this part, even if it must be here. I don't like this part. This is in comparison in Winnie the Pooh's grumbling tummy. Yeah, literally. Yeah, I got it, but I don't know if the others would understand that indeed. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, though. Maybe it's always Winnie Pooh after all. So. No. Okay. Thanks for the petty pet. Oh, they should be on the opposite. And now Lex fits the colors since I can't see properly. Oh. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. It's so messy right now, but it will make sense soon. Reno didn't manage. I think I have to work on this of live stream, I guess. But it's a really simple animation to do actually, so not a big deal. I'm speaking about the blinking, the missing blinking, because I don't know how to make the eyes properly according to the character design. Na 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 na. Okay, let's make this like this, so it's already done. Oh, followed. Oh, there. Blaze, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Hello, welcome. I hope you're fine. I don't know, maybe I have other references of the character to take inspiration from the mouth with open mouths. I'm pretty sure. Now I'm going to check. Because I'm not sure how the inside part of the mouth should be. So we're going to discover it. Na 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 na. I can finally see it's not just a dream. Freedom, freedom, freedom. Na 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 na. I heard the cheese, by the way. I appreciate that it's at least it's cheese. Now I started to get angry. Yeah, angry. not angry, because otherwise I'm rabiosh instead. I don't want to be like that. Now the mouth. I'm going to check Trello with you so we can see together. Okay, colored everything else. Let's go to Trello from the iPad. I'm pretty sure I have only this reference here, but they commissioned me again, so I'm pretty sure I can find it. Open. Oh, it's gray. It should be gray. Gray. I don't know if it's because of the artwork though. I will ask probably. But for now, let's make it gray at least. Okay, I'll ask him immediately. E l'interno della bocca è grigio? Is Italian, that's... Oh my, I wrote in caps with no will. No. Is Italian, that's why I'm speaking in Italian with him. Della bocca è grigio? Because teeth are yellow, but the tongue and the rest of the mouth? No, it didn't. I'm pretty sure he's at work. That's why they don't manage to reply. So I'm going to check it probably later and fix it in the end. It's fine. It should be like that, the mouth. Not sure, but I asked for this purpose because the artwork we saw before, I'm pretty sure it's because of convenience and the dark, because it should be dark inside. So I'm not sure it should be like this. So we're going to discover that. Na. Freedom. I'm sorry. Yeah, from time to time I speak in Italian because they know, especially when I have to speak with my husband, then I translate. It's always like that. Okay. Now this done, I have to do this part instead, that is with closed mouth. And I replicated this one because it follow different patterns, you see. At least I have display. Not like this though. Keep it open, this one. I will remove the color here. Put it here. Okay, now I can close this one. And now remove the color for now. It's so messy, but it must be like this. Okay, I must just edit. Actually, I have to mix also this part. Oh my, it's so messy. Okay, that's why I don't like to work maybe with it. Now I will give it to him like this. It's a mess. It's a mess, but okay, this is how it's supposed to work with GIFs, especially if they are too similar with each other and I want to keep them similar. Actually, I don't need this one because it's just mouth closed. So now focus. This one I needed to erase the head. Where it is? Okay, this one. Go away. And I have to draw over the other head because it must be a little bit different at least. So let's do this. And with this one, I have to instead delete everything except for the head. The contrary, basically. It's a matter of management here. It's a matter of management. No, I deleted the wrong one. Okay, never mind. Now, yes, I'm deleting the right one. Okay. So delete everything here. And now, actually though, I'll keep the neck too. Never mind, I'm doing it all over again. I prefer. Okay, now do this. Hola. Okay, and I'll make it with mouth closed. Maybe, I'm stupid though, because I had to keep the same shape of this part. Not this, but this. Okay, a simple line, not that difficult. Okay, I can do that from 0. Okay. So, now, let's do this. Let's erase this part of the body since I have to edit it anyway. Okay, let's make it in this way. Okay, let's make a little bit tinier so I can put more details easily and not because the brushes are really big. I prefer to work like this. I needed to fix myself some food and pack a lunchbox to dinner at work. Gonna be lurking. Don't worry, it's completely fine. For food, you're always forgiven. Guys, have a great stream. Thank you. I think I'm going to finish this one and I'm going to close for today. I would love to work on the other one too, guys. But today I must be quick because I have some stuff to do in the afternoon that regarding voting for the next election here in Denmark and doing other stuff right after that. I want to be a nice citizen here, so I must be cautious. And yeah, I will stop right after this one, except for the blinking because he didn't reply, but I will do that offline. So next week I can focus on the other one. Or maybe beforehand, I don't know, I'll see if I will stream it or not. I said this time it's not only stream locked the stream, so about it, so okay, so yeah, I forgot about this, never mind. Let's make it properly. I forgot that now it's closed, so the shape change of course too, but okay. The teeth, actually I like this, so I will keep it like this, something ta 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 ta. Na 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 na. Hello, how are you? I hope you're fine. I hope you're fine. We are working on your character here. If you're interested, guys, I didn't mention this. You can ask it on VGen. You can find it on VGen. There should be the command for checking it, your character here, or the timer from time to time. I can do humans too, so don't worry about that. Humans would be a little bit weird, maybe also silly, so it can work because of the meme. But yeah, I can do humans, so don't worry for that. Actually, you don't know that yet, but I have to work on January, because it's queued on January. I have to, or February, I don't know, I don't remember. But yeah, I have to work on 2 fan artworks, guys, of 2 VTubers that are humans. After a really long time, someone commissioned me human characters instead of furry characters. I love drawing them because it's challenging for me. Maybe a little bit, I am a little bit anxious because of them, because I'm more used to draw muzzles, as you know, because I'm a furry artist after all, but I don't mind drawing humans, of course. Not so used to draw them, of course, but I don't mind drawing them also because so I can experiment a little bit and practice more. Thanks for allowing me to do that. But yeah, I can draw humans in my own way. I'm more specialized in furry, but I also draw humans, and the next one of my next commission will be a human commission, guys, so wait for it. It will be interesting. It's the first human commission I have to do so detailed, so it will be interesting. It will be really interesting. Even the design are quite good, so it will be interesting to work on them. A furry artist working on a human artwork. It will be really interesting. Thanks for trusting, indeed. Thanks to Sit for believing in me, I guess. Even for human artworks and not only furry ones. No? I deleted it, my mistake. Not completely right, this one. It's a little bit not on the right position. Okay, now it is. Oh, High School Musical moment, let's keep it. Let's keep it. High School Musical vibes, childhood vibes for some of you, I guess. Also, let's keep it the angry Troy Bolton. Okay, now I have to change. Now I can. It's so messy. Okay, I can change it, but I have to check everything here. So. Oh no, I have to keep the yellow here. Wait. For the teeth. It's so messy. Okay. You know, I want to work smart this time, so. It's incredible. I'm not watching the show for a really long time, for years, I guess, but I still remember this song. I still remember. It's impressive. I remember more this part than subject I was studying at school. It's incredible. It's incredible. GG High School Musical for that. I still remember them. It's incredible. I can do karaoke with no problem. I can make it even if I'm not listening it for a really long time. Impressive. The power of songs. So confused. Na, 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 na. I was not obsessed with High School Musical when I was a kid, but I liked the show. I like the show. That's it. Na 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 na. Na, 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 na. Oh, it's alpha locked. No, I don't want that. Na 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 na. I sure to write like this has nothing world without your love. I'm vibing. Sorry. I'm vibing. Na 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 na. Na 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 na, can't choose, so confused. Na 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 na. This makes you the happiest streaming on here. What do you refer to? What are you referring to? The songs? It can be. I love to work with music in background. It hypes me a lot. It pumps me up and make me work in a more proper mood. Whenever I can, I always listen to music, not only during my live streams, but also when I'm drawing offline. So, it's important for me listening to music. Really important. Na, 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 na. Chun, 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 chun. I don't know where to go. It's the right thing. Okay, done. Maybe I can delete more properly some areas here, though. Yes. I want my own thing. Together, wanna scream. I don't know where to go. What's happening here? Wait, there's a problem somewhere. I don't have the line art for this. I need a. What the fuck happened there? Okay. Let me check. Why it's so flashing? There is a part missing here. Oh, it's colored in a different... What the fuck? Okay, it's colored in a different way. But, okay, no problem, actually. Can do this. Oh, let's see how many of you recognize this one. Ah, that's why they didn't merge properly. Okay, okay. Why it was a different color? What happened? Okay. Why throwing me? Why? Zazo, I see it's you. You were so good. I'll drink. Wait a second, let me color this. How many of you can recognize this one, by the way? Here it's a little bit... I'll drink. Give me a moment. It's more clean here compared to this one. Okay. Let's copy with it, okay. Na 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 na. Okay, let's see now. Better, but I have to fix the color here. Where? Here. Okay. Should be fine now. Okay. I just needed to understand how to make it blink. Okay, it won't be like this. The looping animation of speaking will be this one, whereas the idle animation will be this one, but with the blinking included. I just needed to understand how to make him blink, and unluckily for us, he didn't manage to reply in time. So, oh, wait, there are some mistakes here, and I'm not noticing that here. So, wait a second. No, I didn't want this. I want... maybe with this background so it's easier to see. Okay, I forgot some parts. Okay. Sorry. Sneezing moment. Let's see now. Better. Okay. Done. I already know it's done. But man, my chest, I just noticed it. Man, and what happened to my arm? Sometimes a weird thing happens while I'm focused. Wait. Okay. What did you do to me? I just noticed. I was so focused that I didn't notice that. But okay. Okay. Hello, Gray. Hello. There's someone... No, it's not you. There's someone that's really similar to know your nickname, by the way. No, don't worry. See you later, Daniel. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you. Literally. By the way, it's done. We managed to complete the Reno. Unfortunately, not the blinking animation because I don't know how to make it, but the biggest part is done. So I can deliver it to him without the blinking one. I wait for it. And that's it. So yeah, I would love to work on this other one too, but I really need to go. I can't be really late today, so sorry for that. I have to work on this one with this character that I will already put as a reference layer so it won't disappear. It's a otter mixed to a goat. That's the reason why of these eyes. It will be interesting to work on this one too. Remember that if you want your character in this shape too, there's my VGen with the sale activate, so you can redeem this until the end of the month, so end of November, at a special price. Then it will be gone again for a while, because I made your character here with the purpose of make it available only for special occasions. So take that. Hello Volpe, hello, I just noticed you. So take that in consideration. If you want this, it won't be available for a while after November. So just to let you are aware of this. And then that's it. I promise, since you liked it, I promise I will... Oh, not this song, I don't want this song right now. This one is a soundtrack, so it's fine. I promise I will try so bad to make the other one where it was, I don't remember, maybe here. Was here, yeah. I promise I will try to complete this one. It's waiting for more than a year actually. It's waiting to be completed for more than a year because I made the project and I abandoned it. I'm so sorry for that. But I wanted to release it with the adoptables of dinosaur and then I failed. So sorry. I promise I will create also this one. I will complete this one. It's really rogue as you can see now. But I really wanted to see Sekai in this shape too. So I will find the time to work on them, okay? I will, I promise that. Okay, said that, I think we can consider... by the way, I didn't show you. This will be another one of the stickers available at Nordic FoodCon if you meet me for free. So... it will be really particular. The stickers available, and I'm preparing them. The stickers available during the Nordic FoodCon for free for whoever will meet me there will be this one, and this. The photo data one, exactly. We made a sticker, really fancy sticker full of glitters. Not with all of them, but for majorly. I love this one in particular. I want to make a pin for myself out of this. Yeah, after the con, they will be available also on my shop, but with less fancy effects, unfortunately. It's not up to me to decide how to make them, unfortunately, but I can do them if I make them deliver at home and bring them to the Nordic FoodCon, so that's why I made this special, I will make these special stickers for this kind of occasion, not only for Nordic FoodCon, so don't worry for that. I will make them available also for other kind of meetings, convention I will be, okay, not related to me only, you know, like cartoon mix and stuff like that, but yeah, it will be something like that, so don't worry, it won't be the only occasion where you can have these fancy stickers from me, okay, don't really worry for them. Okay, in the meantime, with the photo data maybe with the photo data, let's see who we can raid at this point, who is available to raid right now. Oh, there is Lupus right now. He usually streams in during the night. It's impossible to catch him. It's birthday stream. Oh, okay. We know who to raid this time. We know who to raid with no hesitation, guys. We're going to meet Lupus. I want to go to the just chatting scene either. We'll go straight to Lupus, and please, guys, consider to follow Lupus. I never managed to watch his stream properly because he's streaming an hour that's not suitable for mine, but he's a really good content creator. He's so funny. Even the emojis he makes are so wonderful. A lot of you use them, so consider to be a big follow. And I guess it's his birthday, so let's say happy birthday to him too. Okay, wait a second, I'm going to prepare the raid for him. We may meet each other, guys, next Thursday with Where Winds Meet. So if you want to play with me, feel free to add me there. Just search for Fleira and you will find me in the game. I have a guild if you want to join in, so we can make all the quests together. Related to that, we can play co-op together, so don't worry for that. Just add me freely, and that's not a big deal. It's a new free-to-play game, MMO, if you're interested and you're curious about it. So it's free to anyone. You just need to install it and play it, of course. But yeah, if you want, we can play together, so don't worry. Okay, bye. Thanks you too, Alec. For the others that are on Twitch, I will just say bye to you from YouTube, guys. But for the others that are, what, I have to log, what the fuck, but I have an account, what the fuck, I can say, okay, wait, I'll use the chat from here at this point to release the alert. Copy paste one of these alerts. I don't know why I couldn't do that from OBS. Okay. Raid alert. If I manage to do that in time. Remember to copy paste one of these if I manage to write them. My bad. Okay, remember to copy paste one of these messages, guys. Let's give some love to Lupus. It's his birthday. See you next Thursday. Thanks for the company, thanks for the follow, thanks for everything, for the company, the support, everything, guys. See you on Thursday, and then with on Friday with Spyro Friday. Remember, so we're going to complete the trilogy. Okay, see you on my social too, and have a really wonderful day, guys. Bye bye.